Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today, I think it's that time of the month to do a Q&A and to kind of catch you guys up on everything that's been happening and kind of give you a little update on my life and where it's all headed. So I took to Instagram and I put a post up for you guys to ask me anything that you want, and I was going to go ahead and answer it here on my channel. And also I have some DMs from you guys as well, so I'm going to answer those questions too. So the first question is from NeverTrust48, and she wants to know, are you dating? If not, do you plan to start in the future? What? I'm just kidding. Honestly, it's not on my top to-do list right now. Just dealing with everything with the end of my marriage and just trying to focus on myself and where I want to be. And I want to focus on my kids and their needs. If the opportunity presents itself, I mean, who knows? I can't tell the future. But as of right now, I'm not dating anybody. I do talk to guys here and there, but nothing serious and nothing, nothing that big of a deal to consume my time and anything worth really presenting to you or to my kids. Alana Carmen wants to know, how are you doing in day-to-day life, etc.? Love you, girl. Love you too, girl. I'm doing great, to be honest with you. I just feel really good, and I'm really excited to take this adventure and see where my life is going. As of right now, I love where my life is going. I'm excited to see what it has in store for me, and I'm excited for the moves that I'm making and being able to raise my children and just give them all the loving and take care of myself. And there is something that is empowering about being single, and there's things empowering about being in a relationship, and there's things empowering about being single, and being able to kind of do both, or to have gone through both, I guess. Definitely I can say that I'm feeling good about where my life is going, and I'm at peace. Elizabeth May W wants to know, what's the hardest part of being a single parent? The hardest part about being a single parent is not being able to co-parent with the other parent. Like, whether it's just, that is just like the biggest issue for me right now. That is such a big goal for me, to be honest with you, is to be able to co-parent. I would be so happy if I can get on that same page with Carlo and be able to make the best decisions for our kids together and just not be petty about stuff and just kind of focus on the kids and what is best for our children. And it's not so much of a, you know, who's gonna win or who's the boss. It's like, we need to come together and make a decision for our babies. And I think that is the biggest issue for me right now, being a single parent. Of course, there's other aspects that play into it. It's just like, you know, finances and doing it all by yourself and things like that. But I feel like those are things that can get done with a routine and kind of getting into the groove of things and kind of making it work. But single parenting and not being able to co-parent and get on the same page with the other parent is such an issue for me right now. And that is something that I'm trying to work on, but it's so hard to kind of work on it by yourself. So definitely that is the hardest thing for me right now. The next question is Life by Lisa. How do you stay so positive for yourself and your kids? Basically, looking at the positives of the situation. I just really believe that if you put out positive energy, you're gonna get that positive energy back. If you're just sitting here sulking and being like, oh my god, my life sucks so bad, then it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse. And I feel like if you just change your whole outlook on everything and, you know, perceive your situation a different way, it could internally just make you feel better. Even if the situation isn't that great, you could just look at it in a different light and find something to be grateful for. That's my big thing. Finding a positive outlet and finding something to be grateful for in the situation, and knowing that this is not the end. That is definitely what has been helping me kind of just push through all this like stuff that I'm dealing with right now. Yeah, just knowing that this isn't the end and that things are what you make it. And I refuse to make a bad situation worse. I'm going to make that bad situation and make it a better situation. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take that broken glass and I'm gonna fix it. And if I can't fix it, then I'm gonna clean it up and I'm gonna throw it away. I'm gonna buy a new one. So So the next question is from Kay Tavares 24. She wants to know, hey Dominique, how have Nadia and Nathan been adapting to you being a single mom now? And you are truly a great mother, so strong and inspirational for those out there having to do it alone. Thank you. Like, thank you guys, first of all, just for saying things like that. Like, it's just, words are such a powerful thing, and I'm so grateful when like I read stuff like this, because trust me girl, every day is not easy for me, but when I just kind of get these comments or people tell me X, Y, and Z and like you're such a great person and da 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 da, like it really does make me happy, and it makes me feel better, and it makes me want to push through even more. So words are a very powerful thing, and I do thank you for all the love that you guys share and give to me. But yeah, so Nathan and Nadia, they've been adapting to me being a new single mom. I've been trying so hard. Priority number one, trying to maintain a sense of normalcy for my children, trying to not make things so different for them more than they already are. And I definitely feel that by me keeping things normal for them has helped them kind of to adapt better and have a smoother transition as far as what's happening, and you know, me being single now and stuff like that. So the next question is from Samaria Ali. Hey Dominique, love you girl. Love you too girl. What are your future plans for you and the kids? Anything on your bucket list? Girl, I have a plan. I'm a person that likes to write things down, make a plan, make a backup plan, and a backup plan to the backup plan. Like, so for me, my end goal is to focus on getting a better career for myself so I can, you know, be able to provide for my children and myself and maintain our standard of living. So that's like number one as far as my goals for myself. And of course, you know, raising my children to the best of my ability to become like amazing people in this world. And I do want to travel. That's something that I'm excited to do. I want to do that. 30s are about to be my hot year, girl. Like, I'm coming in so hot for my 30s. Like, I'm gonna be traveling, and I want to be like happy and fit and raising my babies and establishing my career. I am so excited to get into my future and like what is in store for me. Next question is from Che Panda 3. She wants to know, hey, been watching your videos since the beginning. Thank you, girl. Thanks for the support. She was like, you're stunning. Thank you. She wants to know, are you interested in travel? If so, what are the top 3 countries you would want to visit and why? Much love from New Zealand. I am totally interested in traveling. Like, I just feel like the direction that my life is going, I feel like that's gonna leave a lot of open opportunity for me to do those types of things now, because, you know, just working out with this my kids' schedules and working their schedules out with Carlo, and there are times where obviously I'm just gonna be alone, so I definitely want to take that time for when I am alone to travel with friends and family and just kind of explore the world. So I guess like the top 3 that I would want to visit, and I feel like it's everybody's top 3, but like one of them is obviously I want to go to Europe. I definitely want to visit Paris, France, and like just kind of take that experience. And then I also want to go to Spain. That sounds just so fun. And then the Philippines. I want to go to the Philippines and kind of like explore, you know, that country, because obviously that's part of my heritage and that's a big thing for me. But those are my top 3, and it's just, there's obviously so many more places that I want to venture and see and explore. So, and who knows, I want to meet new people, to be honest with you. That's like a big thing, kind of like expand my mind and meet new people and see different cultures and experience that whole ordeal. Tati Sears wants to know, do you plan on moving? When I was about to separate from my husband, that's one thing I wanted, a clean slate. I honestly love my home. I love my neighborhood and the area that I'm in, the school that my son goes to, and this has been our family home. And despite the fact that I am going through a divorce, this is still a family home to me because it was for my children, and I want to maintain that for my kids. The next question is from Lola624. She wants to know, Hello, love your YouTube and your kids are adorable. My question is, will you and your husband or your ex-husband ever get back together or trying? Unfortunately, no. That is a solid 100% no from me, and it does take two people to make something work. If you would have asked me this a year or so ago, I would have been like, I'm definitely up for trying to make it work. I have tried to make it work. At least I feel like I have, you know. He may not feel that I have, but you can't control how people feel, and you can't control what people do. You can only control yourself. And I can honestly sit here and say that I have, you know, tried, you know, when we were going through a rocky patch and having our issues. I definitely feel like I did try as much as I could without totally, you know, losing what I needed as well. You know, that's just something that I didn't want to do, as far as like, okay, I'm definitely trying to make it work, but I'm just gonna give, and then lose sense of myself. I didn't want to do that, and I felt like we can find like a medium ground to do both. So Jen Bella 2012 wants to know, what really happened with you and your husband? To be honest with you, I genuinely didn't think anything was wrong with Carlo and I. Call it ignorant, call me blind, whatever, but we just had our second child together. We just bought our first house together. Like, I genuinely thought we were happy, and it wasn't until we were on a date together one night. We went to go watch a movie, and he went to go get popcorn, and he left his phone. And something was just telling me, typically, honestly, for real, I can straight up tell you right now, I'm not the type of female that'll go through her man's phone. Like, I really don't. But just I couldn't shake it, girl. I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. And that intuition is so real, girl. Like, it really is. So something was like, Dominique, check the phone. So I grabbed the phone and I look at it, and the first thing that pop up is a message from a female that is not I. I mean, you can kind of take it from there with what happened, basically, without me having to really go too much into detail about it, just because it's just something I just don't want to talk about, girl. Like, to be honest with you, like, I'm at a spot where I'm just like, you know what happened, moving on, you know what I mean? Like, clearly you want to be happy somewhere else, go be happy somewhere else. I'm happy here with my babies. There's just nothing more that I can do. You cannot control people. You can't make people stay with you. You can't make people want you. If somebody wants to do something else or go with somebody else or stay by themselves and not be with you, you can't control that. And I recognize that. And that's when it was starting to really help me move on and become this type of person where I was just accepting of everything and what it was. So basically, yeah, it all started with a text message from a third party that did not belong in our marriage. I asked you guys to also DM me if you wanted to, if you guys didn't want me to share your names and whatnot. So I have one question here in my DMs. She's like, I had my oldest son alone, and I was always in charge of him and everything until I got married when he was 3 years old. My question is this: how do you to sustain yourself economically? Oh, okay, so what do you do to sustain yourself economically? What do you do to pay and support your home alone? Kisses and hugs. As of right now, what I've been doing is just supporting our needs and taking care of everything via spousal support and child support that was awarded to me by the judge. And I have one more question. Is from somebody else, but she DM'd me, so I won't say her name either. But she's like, I just wanted to ask for some advice. I'm a newly single mother to a 3-year-old. Before that, we were all alone, happy big family. And now I'm looking at a future of me living on my own with my child and sharing visitation with my child's father. How did you cope with such a dramatic change? How were you able to stay strong for your children? That is such a good question. Going from having your children and seeing them every day to not having to see them sometimes, or having to share holidays and alternate and things like that, that was a big change for me. And honestly, like, it was really stressful because mostly I didn't want it to affect my kids in any type of way. and I'm still trying to kind of maintain a sense of normalcy for them, but it is stressful and it hurts me that I'm not able to do and see my kids on certain holidays and do things with my kids on certain weekends, you know what I mean? But I definitely have to recognize that they need to see their dad too. That's why it's such a big deal for me to try to co-parent with Carlo. Definitely trying to co-parent because I feel like that'll make it easier on both of us to be able to be in our kids' lives so much easier, and it'll be easier for our kids too. So it was a big change. It was really dramatic, and it did take a toll on me in the beginning, and it was hard for me, but I knew that this was something that I had to accept. So there was really nothing I can do about that because, you know, they had to go see their dad too. So there wasn't much I can fight about it. So I didn't want to dwell on something that I couldn't control, and I just kind of wanted to look at the positive outlets of it. The next question is from Hira14, and she wants to know, can you recommend any jobs for stay-at-home moms? I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of jobs that you can do at home. Like I'm pretty sure that's like call centers, right? You can call from home and do like customer service, telemarketing, stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure. Like I hear like so many women do like Mary Kay and sell like, you know, products through companies from home and things like that. So just little things on the side. Definitely you can do some research and Google like some at-home stay-at-home jobs for moms. I think it's Sarah Bilal 6792. She wants to know, please give me tips to put on weight for my 6-year-old. Give me a diet plan and tips. I guess, well, first and foremost, I'm definitely not a nutritionist. Like I don't want to like tell you like feed your baby this and they're gonna gain so much weight and they're gonna be super healthy. Like I definitely recommend talking to your pediatrician because that is their forte as far as, you know, what is could potentially be best for your child in particular. I try not to stress too much as far as my child and, oh my god, they're not eating so much, or oh my goodness, like I just like need to put more and more on your plate, you're so skinny, da da da. It's like kids are going to eat when they're hungry. It's like I feel like forcing a child to eat and overstuffing them could potentially lead to just bad eating habits. So for me personally, I put the food on my kids' plates and I let them eat what they can, or I kind of be like, well, can you take a few thank you bites and da 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 da, things like that. And my main thing is just kind of getting the nutrition in there, you know, fruits and vegetables and protein and the proper carbohydrates and things like that. These things are, of course, recommended to me by my pediatrician. So yeah, I definitely recommend talking to your doctor and seeing what's best for your little ones. Miss Laura Norris wants to know, do you feel organic food is worth the extra cost? Yes. I'm not like a crazy advocate for like, oh my god, organic this and non-GMO that, and like you can't put that in your body, oh my gosh. Like I'm not, you know, I definitely believe in moderation. Like my kids want to go to McDonald's sometimes, sure, why not? You know what I mean? Not everybody can afford organic. I know now that I have been separated and going through my divorce, income has shortened, you know what I mean? So I haven't been able to get like organic fruits and vegetables like I really used to and want to. So like for instance, strawberries, blueberries, I would prefer to get organic fruits and stuff like that, but sometimes you can't, you know. Sometimes there's a 2 for $3 packs for strawberries, or $3 for 1 pack of organic strawberries. And of course, if I have the extra funds, I'm definitely going for that organic option. But if I can't, I'm definitely gonna wash the crap out of that, you know, non-organic option and soak it in like vinegar and water and let it kind of just dilute and clean off all the pesticides off of that, you know. So yeah, definitely I believe it's worth the extra cost if you could afford it. If not, there are other outlets. And definitely if you can't afford all organic, prioritize of what, you know, you think would be best to purchase organic. The next question is from Shine Zebo. She says, hey Dominique, I love your channel and videos. Thank you. Your kids are really adorable. Thank you again. Wanted to know what workouts you do to tone your body. I just started doing my workouts, but there's like this girl, she's on Instagram. Actually, we're on Instagram right now. What is she called? Let me see. Her channel is Kayla_it's9s, something like that. But I will leave her link down in the description box. But yeah, I definitely have been really loving her page and doing her at-home workouts, and I feel like that's been really helping me tone up. Like literally, like I've been doing it for only a week and I've already lost an inch off my tummy and my thighs. I weigh the same, but I've lost inches. I was doing Insanity for a little bit, but that's just a lot of cardio. And to be honest with you, sometimes I kind of dread doing Insanity just because it's a long workout and it's a very hard workout. It's long and hard. I do look forward to doing her workouts instead of doing Insanity, so I've kind of been stopped doing that a little bit and did more of these at-home workouts, and I've been seeing some good results, so I'm gonna keep doing it and keep focusing on like my weight loss journey. Desmagna or Mana, sorry if I didn't say that right. She wants to know, how did you lose weight? You're looking fabulous, girl. Tell me your secrets. Thank you, honey. So I guess if you guys recall, I went pescatarian about a year and some change ago, and I really kind of want to say that I owe that to my weight loss, and it didn't happen overnight. It took some time, but I just recently started to get into meal prepping and getting into fitness and starting to really work out. But the whole, you know, diet change is, I think, what kind of kickstarted my weight loss and helped me get on the right track with that. So the last question, really quick, because I felt that there was one more, I knew I skipped it, was from BMJNZ. They want to know, how much weight have you lost? How long did it take? And what was the hardest part of the journey? I lost about 26 pounds. Yes, girl, that's a lot. And I still have a little bit more to go before I reach like my goal weight, I guess. And I still want to tone up. Like I said, it took about a year and some change. The hardest part of the weight loss journey was trying to not eat so much junk food, because the ice cream and the cookies and the chips and the soda and oh my goodness, and going out to eat was like a big thing. So trying to kind of supplement and trying to find like healthier foods to eat when I go out, and be like, well, instead of getting you know, fried fish and fries, maybe I can go opt out for a salad and some fries. You know what I mean? Kind of like giving and taking a little bit there. So that was like the hardest part, was definitely trying to cut back on the junk food, because I have a sweet tooth and I love junk food. It's so delicious. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments. Feel free to connect with each other. I know I've been getting a lot of questions from single moms, newly single moms, and I would love for you guys to kind of communicate with each other, because I know that we can all kind of help each other, and there's other people going through the same situations that we are as well, and we can kind of help inspire and motivate each other. And that's kind of what my channel is about: motivation, inspiration, and just team mom, you know what I mean? Or team parent. Doesn't matter, mom, dad, if you're a good parent and you just need a little more extra motivation, that's kind of what I wanted my channel to be about. So feel free to leave comments down below, positive comments, communicate with each other. And if you have any more questions for me, definitely leave that down as well, and I will try to answer them as much as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one, baby. Bye, guys.